Yeah. No, I was just, you know, we had the fewest majors in the league last year. We weren't sending guys out to fight or anything, and that's why I sent Marcus out, you know, purposely. You know, like if we'd have sent an Erskine or somebody out, then they would have had, you know, a partner. But I was just mad that the guy went out there. He was going to grab the first guy that he saw, and I mean, I thought it was great the way our team stood up and, you know, and protected each other. But I mean, that was just dumb.
Marcus said the guy, he came out for the face-off and LeBlanc said he wanted to go, and Marcus said he told him no. And
twice.
Chased him all the way down the ice.
Yeah. And I mean, and that's why the refs did a great job of calling a penalty right away, because they knew what was going on. Everybody knew what was going on, and you know, and I know it wasn't great for them, and they were, you know, I mean, I've been on the losing end times, but I mean, you don't, under 5 minutes you get an instigator like that. That's a hefty penalty. So that's why I was mad at him. I don't know yet. Who? Well, he always looks like that way.
I assume you don't want Mike Green fighting?
No. I don't know what's in the water. You got Datsuk fighting one night, and you got Mike Green fighting the next night. But, you know, they're frustrated because they're a proud team, and I don't know if they've been beaten like that for a while. And when they see their leader Kovalchuk fighting, and then everybody's, I assume, you know, it would be like if Alex fought, everybody says, hey, if he's fighting, we're gonna go down swinging too. So that's what I thought happened.
What was the first 55 minutes?
Well, I mean, I thought, you know, the first goal they got, you know, Marcus made a mistake and we told him to get back out there. He's going to make mistakes as a young guy, but I thought he played, you know, really strong in the last two periods, and he had chances to score, and he did a good job. And I thought when Alex scored, it was like, you know, like the air coming out of a balloon. You could see the guys were okay. They finally got a lead, you know, in the second period, and it was tough on them yesterday. The coaching staff was fairly upset at the way we played, and you know, they're a proud group as well. And then when Jason scored, it just seemed like everything opened up. So it was a good feeling for them.
How much different is it playing them now with McLean coaching versus Lemaire and their system?
They have the same systems. Everything's pretty well the same.
What about Lloyd in the second and third periods?
He settled down and he did a great job. I mean, I was a little worried after the first goal that because, you know, we lost yesterday, that he would feel a little bit rattled, but he settled right down. And other than the Tallinder shot, you know, which we played it so bad, that he was there at every, which is what he does great. And he doesn't give up rebounds. And, I mean, they weren't getting the second opportunities, which was really good.
Bruce, you changed the fourth line around, tweaked the defensive pairings a little bit. What do you think of what you saw from the new pairings of Cote and Erskine?
Well, we played better. I mean, if we hadn't have the whole tweaking things, it's early in the season. I'm trying to get everybody involved. I mean, I think Boyd Gordon played great, but Dave Steckel would have played great, you know, and out there. And I thought Pody and Erskine a little more experience, and maybe John and Carl feel familiar with each other. You know, they struggled early, but then they started to get better and better as the game went on as well.
Bruce, do you get a sense, do you kind of like feel on the bench there when Alex is about to break out? Like, I mean, does he have like a couple of really good shifts and then you're like, it's coming, or is it like a time in the game where it's tied and, you know, hey, it's time for him to deliver?
No, I just, you know, the way I feel is he's due. Like, I mean, Alex goes only a certain amount of time. I mean, he has one yearly slump, and I didn't think it was going to be right off the bat. And if you ask him, he was sort of the star of the video this morning, and he's got so much pride. I knew he would play good tonight.
Shamir had the A last night, and tonight he was out and scored a goal. You know, like, you think he was kind of sort of taking on that leadership role a little bit more on the ice today?
Well, it's his job. We have 2 A's on the road and 2 A's at home, and on 3 other alternates if any of these guys go down. We think we have a lot of leadership on the team, and so I mean, and I don't think Jason felt good. He was on for the first 2 goals against, and then he was getting frustrated, and then he got a penalty. So after that, he was doing whatever he could to help the team.
Did you kind of sense that the fight between Mike Green and Ilya Kovalchuk was something that was brewing? And when you saw that start to go down, did you kind of start to get a little nervous, or are you thinking, great?
No, I was hoping, I mean, Johnny Erskine was going to get involved, but I think he had come off the bench and he was smart enough to not get involved. And I was just hoping that, it would nobody'd get hurt in that one.
The team scored in a lot of different ways, shorthanded, power play, penalty shot. Is it good to get a lot of goals in a lot of different ways early on in the season?
Yeah, I think it's good to score anyway. We'll take them all, but I mean, if other teams know we can score on the penalty kill, then they'll probably make a comment about it in their meetings. So they're probably not as aggressive if they don't fear our penalty killers for goals. They take more chances. Our power play, I was glad we scored a goal there because we'd gone over, and we usually start off slow on that thing, but it was we want to get it brewing. Where again, that's a feared component of our game, and just scoring goals. We probably what we do best, and we want to make teams aware of that.
Is this the type of thing that boils over to the next time you play them? Or?
I hope not, but it is hockey. It's up to them. I mean, I know when we beat the Bruins the one time 2 years ago, and then the first shift in the first 2 seconds, 2 fights went down. I don't anticipate it, but you never can tell what goes on in this game.
That was Alex's second penalty shot goal in 7 career opportunities, which is a heck of a lot for players in the league for 6 years. Did he do anything differently? I don't remember seeing him go wide like that to kind of lower the goal.
I didn't know what he was doing. I mean, he surprises me. Sometimes he goes wide on the right, sometimes down the middle, and he just thought of going that way, and he held on to it long enough and got it up, and Brodeur sort of lunged at it and missed it with his glove, and I was glad it went in, because at 5-2 going into the third is an awful lot nicer than 4-2.
You talked about the Chimera goal, and it came at the end of the PK, and those guys have been out for a while. It seemed like Carlson found some extra reserve of energy to win that puck battle behind the net that sort of spurred that one.
Well, I thought him and Alzey on that shift played really good, forcing, and it was like they were up and down all night, those two, and I think once he got the third, the second point, he felt more comfortable. And it's with the young players you have, like the beginning of the season is nerve-wracking. It's not playoff time, but it's nerve-wracking. You want to do good for your team, and you want to show them you belong, and what's happened, I mean, it's going to take a few games for Marcus and Carl Alsner and John Carlson to settle down and get into the way that we know they're capable of playing.
Is today a good development day for Carlson?
I hope so. Yeah, I hope so.
What were you telling John playing there?
I just said, "What are you doing?" There was the clock. It was under 5 minutes. That's an expensive venture to what he got into it. Plus, it's suspension if they deem it. I just if they deem it deliberate. I don't know how they can't deem that deliberate. But I was just mad at him because, again, like I said, we're the least fighting major team in the league. We didn't have DJ King dressed. We didn't, and just so to continually just throw out guys to fight. We didn't, that's not what my intent was. When I throw out guys first, they're not, we're not going to pick the fights. I mean, they accepted the challenges because we're a group that accepts challenges. But I mean, they're not going to go out and do the challenging at that stage of the game. We just wanted to play the game.